Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Shayna and I'm here with you today to talk about the Mummy card and the Winter card from the Halloween Oracle. Now, maybe you guys can help me with this. I'm actually very confused because I thought that I owed 4 cards today because I have not done any cards in 4 days. I posted the last 2 cards. It was really early on the 18th or maybe late on the 17th, I'm not sure, but they were for the 16th and the 17th. So today, of course, I pulled 4 cards thinking that I had to make up for the 18th, 19th, 20th, and today the 21st. But then when I counted the cards, there wasn't enough for the rest of the month. So I'm just really confused because there was 36 cards, and I know that I didn't actually start, well, I did start for the 36 days. There was 36 days, 36 cards, and I made sure that every day, even if I didn't come and do a video on one of those cards, I made sure that I added it into the next video, right? So if you count all of the cards that I've done 24 cards, and this will make 26, which that would be correct. Then I would have 10 more cards to do, and it's 10 more days until the 31st, right? Well, if I would have done 4 today, then I would have been short 2 cards. So I don't want to babble on about this, but I tried counting different ways. I tried figuring it out. I don't know what I did along the way or how I ended up getting confused about the amount of cards. But I was trying to make up for the 4 days. But what I did is I just went ahead and took the 2 cards. The first 2 that I pulled were these. The Mummy was the first card and Winter card was the second. So I went ahead and went with those 2 cards. And I put the other 2 back so that we would have enough cards to do for the rest of the month. But if you have any idea, like if I'm missing something, please let me know, because this is driving me crazy. But anyhow, this is just a really quick video. I wanted to go ahead and get these out. I didn't want to fall behind any more than I had thought I was. I mean, it's not so bad now because there's only 2, but so yeah, I don't want to fall behind, and I just received my second Lenormand deck because if you saw in a previous video, I did an unboxing of my first Lenormand deck, which was just an inexpensive, cutesy little deck, and so I checked it out and I decided to go with a nicer deck. Now, this deck is supposedly like the nicest Lenormand deck on the market right now. Whether that is true, I don't know, but it's supposed to be. I thought it was beautiful, so I went ahead and purchased it. It came today. I'm super excited to get a video out, an unboxing on it. So I'm going to do this video, and then if you're interested, keep your eye out for that video. And I'm just going to try to get it all done before I have to get my daughter. I actually have to go to the store and pick some things up, and I just don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit that in or not today, or at least not before she gets home. So anyway, I've babbled enough. We're going on 4 minutes now. Let's get into the cards. Okay, so the Mummy card. Now this card talks about the mummification process and how it was central to ancient Egyptian culture. I hope you guys can hear me. I do have a big box fan on right now, and so I feel like I'm talking loud and over it. I've done it in previous videos, so hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, it talks about the mummification process, and this is a process that's used to preserve the body after its death. So there would be an embalming, like there is normally. I think at least for a burial. I'm not sure as far as any other processes. But there would be an embalming as well as a very carefully enacted ritual process that was supposed to ensure preservation in the next world. And then she talks about some other things regarding mummification and mummies, and she had talked about how the hidden Egyptian treasures in the 1920s is what really like sparked an explosion in like mummy related literature and books and films and things like that. So having said that, the mummy represents change. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the key word there is change. And it's about how change is inevitable. And things can never really preserve exactly the way they were. They're not going to preserve the same exact way. So, you know, this card, it can represent a change that's taking place or about to take place in your life. But it's also, the card also wants you to know that this is a change that is for the better. This is something that does need to take place. So it's sort of like a healthy pause and an indication that a change is needed. Sometimes when we seem to think that we've been cursed, we really have just developed a pattern that we need to break. Okay, so you can change it. You can change the pattern. You can control it. So this is just putting you in the perspective that, okay, there might be some things in my life or a thing in my life that I need to change. Now, what I found interesting about this next card, which is the Winter card, is that it also mentions pausing. And I don't know if you can see the keywords, but the key phrase on the Winter card is the sacredness of pausing. So, you know, winter signals like a metaphysical death in which will slowly take place as the earth, as the earth becomes, it slows down, okay? It slows down. The ground becomes really hard. Light is reduced. Weather is often wet. So then you end up having dying plants, and animals are not, they're not as active. And she even talks about how it was traditionally a leaner, more difficult time for those who worked in the land for their living. So winter often brought with it an end of a cycle, a life cycle. And this is figuratively and literally. So, winter assists this cycle to end to prepare us for something better. And I've said that in, many cards. I've said it in many readings. I've said it in many videos, that change and, endings and stuff like that are for you to have room for something better. Okay, so this is, like I said, the Mummy is about changing for the better. We've got this Winter card about endings and life cycles. Now, what the Winter card represents is the letting go of what no longer serves you and letting it die away. So it's taking action to change, which is what the Mummy card here is about. So I'm just going to bring it closer to you. So we have the Mummy card here that's asking us to look inside ourselves and see what needs to be changed. And then we have the Winter card that is asking us to release our burdens. Anything that is extra, anything that is burdensome, release it and let it die. And remember, while letting this go, whatever it is, while letting it go, know that change is for the better. So, this seems like a combined message here to really take a pause. And that's what I wanted to say. I'm sitting here looking at my notes because I'm like, I knew there was something else that I wanted to say. But yeah, this message is telling us to take a pause. Like in the Mummy card, it talks about this being a healthy pause. And then on the Winter card, it says right here, the sacredness of pausing. So pausing and, pausing and realizing what needs to be changed. And then pausing as in releasing it. Pausing as in letting it slowly go. And really take action. Really take action to change whatever this is that, needs to be changed. Letting it go. And the only way that it can truly die is to take, real action in changing it. So those are the cards for today. Well, for today and yesterday, I guess. I don't know how we skipped 4 days and only need to do 2 cards. I really, really don't. I'm so confused. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the messages for today. Please comment and let me know what you think. How did they resonate with you? Let me know if you have any suggestions on where my confusion lies right now, because I really do not. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do the unboxing of my Lenormand deck, and you can look for that video. So go ahead and share the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon.